You see there, uh, here in str1 we have role, right? And
Mm-hmm.
later, so here when we print str1, what it will print over here, Manisha?
Mm,
Are you confused? Here we have str1. In this, I am assigning role, and later you want to print it. So what this will print over here?
role.
Why Mr. Role? Mr. Role, you are doing later, right? You are able to see my highlighted line?
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm talking about here,
Mm-hmm. So there it will be role, just role.
role. And after that, in str1, we are appending Mr. and assigning back to it.
Mm-hmm.
So here, what it will print?
Mr. Role.
Mr. Role.
Mr. Role, right? So in this way, I am able to change the content of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean
Manisha?
we are assigning using equal sign, right? So
So I don't understand. Could you please justify it?
I mean we are doing like str1 equals Mr. plus str1. It's not just we are concatenating. Mm.
Okay. So what she wants to say, she wants to say the first diagram, right? Manisha, so first of all, you are creating a string, right? Like this,
Mm-hmm.
and you have reference of it. But when you add Mr. plus str1, it take the contents from str1 and append Mr., right?
Yes.
Prefix. Then it's create new string in the memory.
Yes.
And new created string, you are assigning back to the str1. So str1 is not going to point this anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So str1 is going to point now this new memory.
Mm-hmm.
Are you following me? So original string is intact.
Yeah.
You got the point,
Mm-hmm.
Jamil.
Yeah.
Somebody would try to confuse you like that. So when you append something in the existing string, it will create a new string at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
So got it?
Yes.
So here anybody can confuse you. Earlier str was printing role, now str is printing Mr. Role. Be careful. Fine. And when you print str, right, it is the reference of a string. It will call its toString method. Manisha,
Mm-hmm.
whenever you print the reference of any object type, it will print that it will call toString method implicitly. You know it, right? And
Yes.
string has its own toString method which return the content of it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? Which
Yes.
returns the content of it.
Mm-hmm.
So string is immutable, right? And parallel to string, we have two classes, string builder and string buffer. This is same as string, but it both are immutable. I'm sorry, both are mutable. Manisha, you
Mm-hmm.
got the difference?
Yeah.
Both are mutable, right? And string builder and string buffer, no difference. Are you following me? Both are exactly same, except one exception. String builder we use in single threaded environment. String buffer we use in multi-threaded environment, in thread, in multi-threading. Manisha, you got the difference between string builder and string buffer?
I mean, I don't know much about threads, but I noted the point that string builder is used for the single thread application and string buffer is used for multi-thread.
You are right. You are right. Thread, if you get an opportunity to go through with me, I will teach you in depth by
Mhm.
taking at least 6 hours session.
Okay.
Right? After that, everything will be clear to you
Okay.
about the thread. Fine. Let's see. And what is the difference between a string and a string builder? String is immutable, and string builder and string buffer are mutable. Right? You can change the content. Right? I hope you understand. I'm
Mhm.
telling you, in string we have two style of creating object. Hello, my friends. In string you can make object in two ways. Manisha, how?
Assigning
Uh,
direct value or a new.
yeah, I think you are following me. So let's see. creating an object of string. This is only with string Manisha. You cannot do anything else. Means any other class or any other.
Mhm.
This is only for string. So here, this is my JVM. How you can instantiate JVM Manisha? If you want to create a JVM, what you need to do for that? You have to use Java command,
Mhm.
and you need a class name which contains main method, right? That's it. So if somebody asks this question, how you can instantiate your Java virtual machine, you need which command?
Java command.
Java and
And
class name.
Java command comes with JRE.
Mhm.
We need Java command to create an instance of JVM. We need Java command to create an instance of JVM. And Java command comes with, help me,
JRE.
comes with JRE. Once, right? Exactly. And agenda is creating instance of string class. Creating instance of string class. As I said,
Wait.
string is one of the most commonly used data structures, okay? And by default, it is present in which package? Java.lang package, as she said, right? And this package is imported by default, Java.lang package. This package is implicitly, oh, this package is implicitly
Imported.
Imported.
imported inside each and every Java programs. Clear? Okay. And string is one of the most commonly used, right? String is one of the most commonly used. Give me a second. Give me see. String is one of the most commonly used data structures. You know the data structure, or you can say class. Manisha, both are same thing. Every class is a data structure, okay? String is one of the most commonly used data structure in the Java program. Java program, and it is immutable. Immutable means once you make an object of it, later you can't change the state of it.
Mhm.
So I will teach you how to make your class immutable, and it is immutable. Means once you create an instance of, once you create an instance of, means once you create instance of it, later you can't change the state of the object, right? Later I will teach you how to make immutable class. So first way to create a string object like this, Manisha,
Mhm.
you got my point? This is the first way to create object of it.
Mhm.
Second way of creating string object is you can use new operator. This you
Mhm.
can do only with string. So you need to understand difference between both the style.
Mhm.
Jamil, are you following me?
Yes.
Here, first style and second style. See, here without new means you are creating object of str1 using string literal. So Manisha, str1 has fixed value. Yes, you know this you can say it is compile time constant,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
right? Creating creating a string object using string literals. Literals. Yeah, and creating a string object using string variable. It's not literal, it's string variable. Why? Manisha, here you can here you can say anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is not fixed, okay? You can put anything over here.
Yeah.
So when you create object using this, right? Actually, string is immutable. So Manisha, you tell me string is immutable. So do you think it makes sense to create multiple copy of the same content? Guys, if you create a multiple copy of the same content does not make sense because it is read only, okay? Read only means you cannot change the content of it.
Mm-hmm.
So in this style, when you create object, hmm, then what happen? I'm telling you. If you create an object using this style, so in Java there is a concept of string pool or intern pool.
Mm-hmm.
So let me make another slide for it. This is the creating instance of it. Okay. I'm just using another slide. Yeah. So I would like to explain you. Like here, when you create object like this, actually in Java there is a concept of intern pool or string pool. Like this is your intern pool, right? Memory, and this memory present inside method area. So intern pool is created inside method area, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And in method area we have intern pool, right? So intern pool, first of all, it will go and check in the intern pool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain you how your intern pool works. It will go and check in the intern pool whether it is there or not, right? How? I'm showing you. You see, like here, first of all, when Manisha is created, it will check Manisha is in the intern pool or not. Are you with me? So if Manisha is not in the intern pool, the first time it will create a memory for it, and this reference will be returned to you, Manisha.
Mm-hmm.
You got it first time?
Mm-hmm.
When you do not use new, right? So before creating new object, it will always check in the memory.
Yes.
Manisha is there or not. If Manisha is not there, it will return the reference of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, if you create an object of Manisha again, string str2, and you are going to create an object of Manisha again. So what it will do? Again, it will check in the intern pool before creating an object of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Manisha? So it will go and check. Oh, Manisha is there. So do you think it will create a memory for it? No.
No,
It
it
will
will.
just return the same reference to it.
Mm-hmm.
Jamil.
Yes.
Whatever concept I am talking about, this is regarding what?
Yeah, if the object
Intern
is not,
pool.
yeah.
This is called, somebody says string pool, some says intern pool. Both are same thing.
Mhm.
Either you say intern pool or string pool. I hope I'm making myself clear, okay?
Yeah.
As per this concept, right? If you compare the reference of both, Manisha, you have to tell me this will come true or false. I'm comparing reference. This is called reference equality.
Mm-hmm.
And you are comparing the reference of it, pointers, right? So
Yeah.
this will come true or false. Any guess?
It will come true.
Jamil. True. Because str1 and str2 both are pointing to same memory, same object.
Mhm.
Got it?
Yeah.
And I am creating a string in another way. Like here, I'm just creating another variable str3, right? Jamil, you have to tell me, like here I'm just writing, again I'm writing Manisha, but I'm writing Mani plus SHA. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
This this is fixed and this is fixed. Fixed plus fixed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
either you write Manisha like this or you broke into two part and you write like this,
Mm-hmm.
right? Again, in this case, if you make Manisha like this, you know what it will do?
Go to the pool to check if it's already there or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. So again, it will return the same reference to you.
Yeah.
str1, str2, str3, all are same, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And another example, like here, I'm just writing st. This is important, my dear. And in this, I have just sha. And later, I'm creating str4. And here, I'm just writing money plus st. Are you following me? I'm writing money plus st. So Manisha, str4 still has Manisha, but you know, this is not fixed, Manisha. It could be anything, right? In ST, you can add A, B, C, D, right? You don't know the value of it. This is not fixed for the compiler. My friend, try to understand. Here, this value is fixed for compiler. No confusion because, right, everything is fixed. This is called compile time constant.
Oh, so in this time there will not there is no money and a share being created even.
I mean, here, your ST could be anything. Compiler does not know about it, right? Because ST value is not clear until you run your program.
No. My question is for the line string str3 equals to money plus char. In this case, will it create a money and a char separately in the string pool?
No, it
So, okay,
Hey
okay,
man, Manisha plus this Manisha, both are fixed. Because here money plus SHA is fixed, right? At compile time.
okay. So
So tell
compiler
me.
will automatically replace it as the Manisha.
Exactly. That's why I'm
Okay,
telling you. Compiler knows it is Manisha. It is not
okay,
going to be
okay,
changed at all, even at runtime. But here in ST, right? Compiler is not sure. ST could be anything. Right now it is SHA, you can see, but any value can come, right?
mm-hmm.
So money plus ST, this will create a string in Java heap, right? But if you want, it should create in intern pool. You have to use final keyword over here, Manisha. Once you make a final keyword, you know what difference is? Now ST is fixed at compile time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because in final,
okay,
whatever you assign, nobody can change it. Again, str4 will come from the intern pool.
Mm-hmm.
This is
okay,
the situation where your data will be in the intern pool. Otherwise, always there is one more situation. Okay,
uh,
five situation we have.
okay.
First,
So, and
second,
intern pool is in the method area.
intern pool is in the method area.
Okay.
Fine. So Manisha, tell me what is the str4 and str3 reference? It will be same or different?
If we are writing final with
I wrote
string
it.
st, yeah, so it's same.
I wrote it.
It's same.
Same. She's right. It is same. Okay. Thank you. And one more thing. Like here, I want to, if you create an object of string using new operator, str5, I can say, and new. Manisha, in this case, your when you use new operator, object is always created in Java heap. You have to mug it.
Yes.
So now still I have Manisha over here. This is Manisha, right? But this Manisha is in Java heap. Are you following me?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to map this Manisha in the intern pool, you know what you need to do? String str6, you have to use a method str5 dot intern. Once you say intern, method. String has an intern method, Manisha. So here I say str5 intern. You know what happened? This, because this is Java heap. It will try to bring this Manisha in intern pool, right? Then it will check, oh my God, in intern pool already we have Manisha, right? So in this case, you know what intern will return you, Manisha? The intern will return you,
Pull, string pull.
yeah, string reference which is in the intern pool, right? Yeah, either it will go and check it. Hey, you are there? It's saying, yeah, 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 I'm here, right? So it will, in this situation, str6 will point to the same Manisha. So conclusion, what all are same? str1 equals to str2 equals to
str3,
str3 equals to,
4.
str4,
oh my God, str4 equals to
str6.
str6. I taught you everything. Fine. One more slide I'll make. I think we have, right? No need to make another slide. I have to use the other slide as well. We have. My friends, come with me. Here we have a role, right? For second and to role. Manisha, instead of Manisha, we have role in this slide. Okay, role. Got it? Yes, right. We have role, right? And role. So Manisha, you tell me str1 and str2. If I compare, this will come true or false?
This will be true.
True, because both are in the intern pool. And here I am creating another string str3, right? Same function. So str2, str3 will be true or false?
True.
True again.
True, right? Don't think like this. And 4, I am creating fourth string, same content, but we are using new operator. With new, it will create in Java heap.
False. Yeah.
So if I compare str1 and str4, str1 is in the intern pool and str4 is in Java heap. So it will return false. Got it? str4 is in Java heap, but when you call the intern method, it will come in intern pool, right? So str1, and if you str1 and str4 is false, but if you call the intern method, right? str1 equals to str4 dot intern, it will return the reference of the string after bringing in the intern pool. So this will be true, Manisha.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, it will be true.
Okay. And 5, I'm creating new object, right? So str5 and str4, you can see str4 is in Java heap, right? And str5 is also in Java heap, because in new string will always create new object of role,
Yes.
string type.
Mm-hmm.
The str4 and str5 object are
Not equal.
False.
Not to same.
not same object pointing, so false.
Mm-hmm.
And but if you compare the content using equals method, right? The string content this equals always does content equality, Manisha. So str4 contains role, str5 also contains role. So if you call equals method, it will return you true.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because double equals compare reference and this compares content.
Mm-hmm.
Manisha, you confused with the equals method?
No, I got it.
Equals method equals method is overridden in the string class. In string class, equals method does content equality. Remember it. It does not use equals method from the object. It has its own equals method because object equals method is similar to double equal.
Mm-hmm.
Manisha,
Yes.
if you rely on object equals method, it will do double equals.
Yes.
But string class contains its own equals method. Make sense? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you compare str is in intern pool. Can you see this? And str4 is in Java heap, right? So it is false. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hello. And you see 6. Here we have ROLE. You see, both are constant.
Mm-hmm.
Manisha.
Yes.
It is in intern pool. So str1 and str6 true. str1 is intern pool and str6 because of it intern pool. Manisha, you see 7 we discussed.
Yes.
We have RO in T plus low, right? Even though it is roll, but it is in Java heap because T is not fixed. Am I right?
Yes.
This is important, guys. This is a place where people always do mistake. Hmm? T plus low. T we have roll, but in roll it row is not fixed. It could be anything. So str7 and str1 it will return true or false.
False.
False. And if you want to make it true, what you need to do? Oh my God.
Final
Yeah, you have to write final. If you write final before T, string T before that, if you write final, then it will come true. Jamil, you got
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Can we use also dot intern?
In turn, you can do that.
Okay.
Here, where you will use intern? Oh, you want to use intern str7 dot intern? You can do that.
You can? Yeah.
Yep. You can do that.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay.
I hope you understand everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Because of the you people, I have created 2 more slides. Let me put it. Let me put it. Actually, this will help you for when you do revision. So always I make slide like this. I never make any slide, right? Offline. You guys help me to do this. Okay, so my first slide is, oh, this is, no, we have total 3, I guess. This is first slide, okay? Who's talking about? Then creating instance of string. Here. In string, I have everything. In string, we have a lot of methods. We need to understand the method. This chapter is all about knowing the little bit method. String creating instance of string class. This is one. Let's go to the next. This is for this is creating no, string object in the intern pool. Creating instance of creating string objects in the intern pool. One more and last we have is this is we have 2 only. Okay, it's fine. That's fine. Let's jump to the next slide. We don't need this. 2 we made new. So, you see, this we discussed already. String with final. No? Remember? Manisha, we talked about string with final.
Yes.
Like here, your in dia. So S3 and S1 will be false. You know that, okay? But if you make final, right, then it will come true. Or Jamil, as you said, string, right? If you use intern method, then again true.
Yeah.
I agree. Manisha, in next following slides, we have to learn method about string. Okay. Let me say I have to check. Character at char at is a method in string class which will return you the character present on that position. You see, my people, we have animal. You say string dot char at 0, Jamil. It will give you the character present on 0 position.
Aye.
Here, string is 7 length, right?
Start with
What
0.
different position you can give? You can give 0 to 6, right? Because because total length we have 7. If you go beyond it, it will give you exception. String index out of bound exception, not array. Manisha, I was earlier confused in array index of bound exception and string index of bound exception.
Yes. Yeah.
So here you are accessing string beyond its capacity, beyond its length. It will give, so 7 is incorrect because length of the string is 7. So you can mention 0 to 7 only, 6
Okay.
only. And you see we have other flavor of index of method. Like here, first one, in second you say, I want to check this later and starting with this index. Manisha, you want to check this character starting from this index.
Okay.
For example, you see animal A. If you say simple A character, it will give you the 0, right? But here, what you say, I want to look the A, but you know, 4 onwards.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 4 onwards. So 4 onwards means we have on 4 onwards. So on 4 we have A. So it will give you which index? Second one, right? You mentioned it. I am interested in 4 onwards. You got the point?
Why the output is 4?
Here you are saying I am interested in A.
Okay.
It will give you the index of first A. But here you said I am interested in A, which is starting with 4th position onwards.
After 4, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And we have another version. You can mention character or string also. Like here AL. You see on 5 we don't have AL. 5 onwards. Can you check it?
Yeah.
AL we have on 4th. That's why it's giving -1.
Okay.
Manisha, you got how index of works? So I have taught you two things, index of and caret. Caret will give you the character based on position. And this is opposite. If you pass the character, it will give you the index of it. It is not there, it will give you -1.
Okay.
So in this, we have learned two methods, caret and index of. I don't know, you understand this much or not?
Yeah, we understand.
Substring method. What substring method does? Guys, here we have animal. If you give 3, Manisha, you know how substring works?
Yeah. I mean,
This will give you everything 3. 3 is included, right? 3 onwards. You see?
okay.
0, 1, 2, 3. Right? So it will give you MALS, MALS. And 3 comma 4. You are saying start 3 is included and 4 is excluded, right? So it will give you only one letter.
At 3. Okay.
Add 3. Here 3 comma 7. 3,
And 6.
4th, 5th and 6th. 4 letter it will give you total. Na? 7 is excluded. And if you mention the same, right, 3, 3, it will give you the empty string. Manisha, this is important. Na? And you cannot give the start will never greater than and.
And
Right? And if you give the index beyond it, right, again it will give you the error. Got the point? So this is all about substring. Then we have replace. So replace will replace. Replace has two parameters. First parameter, second parameter. Character version, string one. So it will replace all A. Manisha, all A, not single variable. Yeah? Sometimes we confuse. Just replace first one. It's not like that. Replace everything. So
And can we, I mean, can we pass specific index to replace a single character?
replace.
I mean,
Mm,
is there a different replace method with who replace just a single character?
We don't have that. We
Okay.
don't have position, right? You know what I'm saying? We don't have like that.
Okay.
Because you see, we have only two version of it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a question, Java is call by value or call by reference? Answer is Java is always call by value. Right? Java is never call by reference. I will explain to you, okay? After some time. Okay, let me explain to you this. Manisha. Here I am passing main method, right? Main method has 100 and 900. So you tell me, Manisha, X and Y has its own memory inside the main?
Yes.
Yes. And when you pass this, when you call the method, you are passing X and Y, right?
Mm-hmm.
So change has its own memory, right?
Yeah.
So we have two copy of X, two copy of Y.
Mm-hmm.
One is known to main method, second one is known to change.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Then if you do any change in this method, right? Here I am just incrementing the value of X and assigning 100 back to it and Y plus plus. Whatever changes you do in the change method, it will not reflect in the main copy because it is called by value.
Yes.
Manisha, if
Mm-hmm.
you are passing something to the other method and you are passing primitive type, and whatever this method is doing, you don't care about X and Y. Print the value of X and Y in main, you know what it will print?
100 and 900.
100 and 900. Man, you have passed him a copy of it. You haven't passed the reference of it, right? He can't change my values. Manisha. So this kind of question you can solve in 2 seconds. Why? Because whatever this method is doing, you don't care about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know whatever he will do in his copy. No, he will not make any change in your main copy, right? That's it. Unless and until you return some value from here and you override it.
Yeah.
Jamil and Andy, you got this concept?
Yes.
Jamil? Jamil, we can't hear you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it.
So this concept is not applicable for primitive type. This concept is applicable for immutable object also. Same effect. Hello? You see? In this we have name Nagendra, age 35. String is immutable object, right? So you are passing name and age. Jamil. If you pass the name and age to other method can't do any change in my original copy because my name and my age both are immutable.
Yeah,
Primitive is always immutable, right? And the string is also immutable, even though it is object, right?
yeah,
So here, if I print my name and age, it will be Nagendra and 35.
yeah.
You got it? So this
Yes.
kind of question you can solve in a couple of seconds. But this rule is only applicable for primitive type and
Mutable.
immutable object. So in Java, there is a class that is called immutable. String is immutable. I can tell you other classes also. You know all the wrapper classes, immutable. Jamil. Integer is the wrapper class, and I want to tell you, integer is also immutable. Hmm? All the wrapper classes, integer, boolean, character, float, double, and all the primitive type are immutable. How to make your object immutable, how to make your class immutable, that is in my agenda.
Okay.
Next, which we have to discuss. So you understand call by value, right? Not call by reference. Call by reference concept is different, okay? And Java does not have this concept. The call by reference works on the basis of address. Manisha, call by reference works on the address, not on the value. But in Java, you cannot access the memory, address of any memory. Java doesn't allow you to, right? That's why in Java, since we don't have concept of pointers, we don't have concept of address, That's why Java does not support call by reference. Please remember it.
Mhm.
So next data structure is string builder. As I said, string builder is whatever you can do with the string, you can do with string builder, but string builder is mutable. Manisha, you want got it? How to make an object of string builder? Like here, you can use. You have to always use new.
Mhm.
In book, you may have this kind of question, right? String. So you have to be careful. String builder. Hmm. SB equals to. Do you think that it is correct, Manisha?
No.
Why? Because this kind of object creation you can do only with string. That's it. Jamil, what is wrong with this?
We have to put a new for it. New
New, yeah. This syntax is only allowed with string. Okay. So in string builder, in beginning, what you are assigning, man, start, right? And then sb dot append. Append is a method through which you can append the value. Jamil.
yeah.
In string builder, we have start. And when you say sb dot append, can you see this? By sb
Yeah.
dot append, it is adding in the same memory. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's become start plus middle. Then again you are doing sb dot append and so start plus middle plus end, right? So when you add something in the string builder, it returns the same reference to you, Manisha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you do not store it back, it's fine. SB is the same, right? Here I am storing it, that's fine. If you don't store this, this is still okay, right?
Yes. Or SB, it's still okay. Mhm.
Exactly. And you can string builder that here I have hello in str1 and you can pass it. So S1 is the string builder, and if you want to get the string representation of it, you can call the this to string method on it. Manisha, I
Mhm.
have an object of string builder that contains a string, and you want to extract that string values, right? So you can use to string method on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So here, new string builder, people may be confused. Like 4 is not a value. 4 is the initial size of it, right? Hey Manisha, if you give 4, right? You are saying hey string builder 4 is the capacity, right? Capacity means maximum character you can hold. But
Mhm.
if you give 4, string builder internally added 16 extra characters capacity. So if you give 4, total capacity of string builder will be 20. Guys, with string or any data structure have two things, size and capacity. You know, you can say this room has capacity of 50 students, but right now 10 students are there. You understand? So 50 is the capacity and 20 is the current strength. Hmm? Hello. So when you print the SB, Manisha, when you print the SB, what it will be called? It will just append two string on it. You know it. I hope I am making myself clear.
Yes.
Yes, it's clear.
Very nice. Let's jump to the other method of
We discuss that's um, for
previous class.
for string we can assign a value directly without using new, right?
Yeah.
So is that true for all wrapper classes?
No. All the wrapper classes, what I should say? I should say
Because
yes. Yep,
oh,
that's correct.
okay.
Wrapper classes, in wrapper classes, you can directly assign the value. That's true.
Mhm. Okay.
Because that is called auto boxing.
Mhm.
So here we have a question, Manisha. We have to solve it. Okay. Let me make it bigger. We are good. This chapter is a big chapter, and it will be finished by tomorrow. Manisha, you see, I'm creating an object of string builder. So this is blank, right? Manisha, in string builder, what value you have? Blank.
Mhm.
Got it?
Okay.
It is not 5, it is blank, right? 5 is the I said capacity. So when you give 5, total capacity will be 21.
Okay.
So you got it? So what is the in SB? What is the string? Blank, right? And here
Mhm.
I'm creating another blank, right? You have here we have SB dot equals. If I want to teach you one thing, Manisha, you have to mug it. String builder does not have equals method. What
Okay.
is it?
Oh,
String builder does not have equals method, but string has equals method. That you have to remember.
okay.
Got the point?
Yeah.
It's clear to you? String builder does not have equals method. Manisha, this is the thing we have to mark, remember. And string has equals method. So string does not have equals method, but string builder does not have equals method. And when you call equals method, it will go and take equals method from where? From object class. And object class what does? It compare the reference of this means SB reference and the string reference, right? Both are same or different?
References
Hey
different.
Manisha, SB is pointing to different object, S is pointing to different object. So
Mm-hmm.
this is string builder does not have equals method. That's why it's doing reference equality. So this will come false. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then here now you have converted your string builder into two string. You know what happened? Now you have a string in your hand, blank string, right? Yeah. And blank string has equals method. Yes or no?
Mhm.
Manisha, SB you have converted into two string. Now we have a string object, right? That equals, and you are going to compare with another string, right? If you write yes here, Manisha, that is also fine, right? But unnecessarily we are converting string into string.
Mm-hmm.
So this and this will be true or false?
True.
True. Manisha, I want to listen from you. It is true or false?
True.
True. Because this is blank and this is blank. Blank, 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 match true. Got it? And here, if you, this is the string Manisha. String has equals method, right? And you are passing SB. I want to tell you in equals, right? If you see the definition of it, if you pass different type, right? Apart from string, it will immediately return you false.
Okay. So
Manisha,
we cannot.
in equals method, if you pass any other data type,
Mm-hmm.
string equals method checks is if it is different data type, and immediately it will return false.
Okay.
So it's just accept string.
Yeah, no, it can accept anything, but if you pass anything apart from string, it will return false immediately. Equals is string equals method are implemented like that. Make sense?
Yeah.
So here,
That
yes
won't
means
be true.
Andy, tell me.
Huh?
Andy, can you come close to mic and ask question, please?
Yeah, so here will be true since
Yeah,
okay.
it is true because S is string equals another object type. Immediately it will return false. And not false
Okay,
means
okay,
true.
okay, okay.
Done. String builder has a constructor. You can make here I am making blank object. We are not passing anything. Like this. And here we are making an object of string builder using animal initial string, and here we are making an object of string builder with the how many capacity? 10 plus 16. If you remember,
26.
it is 26. And if you give if you don't give the size, default capacity is 16,
Mm-hmm.
right? And here it will again take the length plus 16.
Negative number,
Pardon?
not right? Negative number.
No, you can't give the negative number
Okay,
anywhere. You can give zero. Zero is fine, right?
okay.
But you can't give the negative number. If you give the negative number, it will give you some exception. I don't remember array index of bound or what, but exception will come. Oh, so in string builder we have method char at index of length and substring similar to that. Manisha, same as we have in string. Okay, that's it. Got it?
What
Char
if
at
we
index of length. You tell me what is it?
what if we say the capacity 100? as example, it will still add 16 to it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's designed like that.
Yeah,
You see
okay.
here we have any, pardon?
For the length method, will it return the whole capacity or just
No, sir. Number of character.
number of?
Capacity you can give only in the beginning. After that, you will never come to know what is the capacity.
Okay.
There is no way to there is no way to find the capacity of any data structure in Java. It is true for every data structure.
Okay.
Universal truth. That's fine. This topic is really very big. In string builder, we have two important methods, my friend: insert and append. Right? We have two important methods. I am telling you. And append. Append will append your string always in last. Manisha. String builder. Append one, append C, append hyphen, append true. You know what becomes? One C hyphen true. You understand this much? An object of string builder, then dot append one C, right? You are adding one, you are adding character, you are adding hyphen, you are adding true. Everything will go into the string.
Mm. Yes, yes.
So even though whatever you are adding, it will be stored as a string. Got it?
Mhm.
So we have append method which will add data, and we have insert method. Insert method using insert method, and we have only two method: append and insert. Okay.
Okay.
Using these two methods, you can append data in the string builder. So if you want to add data at 7 position, can you see this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you say 7. 7 means in the last.
Mhm.
Manisha, you can add data in the last, right? 7 position means in the last. So it will
Mhm.
become animals hyphen. Make sense? Yeah. Then at 0 position, you are adding hyphen. So it will come in the beginning,
Mhm.
right? And at 4th position, you are coming hyphen. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Mhm.
M. So when you say at 4th position, this other will be shifted. It's not going to replace, okay?
Mhm. Yeah.
You are inserting it, right? That's it. But Manisha,
And the append, yeah.
Manisha, if you write here 8, right? In maximum in insert, you can give the position of last, right? If you give
Yes.
8, it will come, beyond its and. This will give you exception.
Mhm.
It's tricky. You can add any element in the last position, right? But you cannot go beyond it. Please remember, this rule is true everywhere for all the data structure in Java.
Okay.
Okay. And the append example, why we don't put it through between the quotation mark?
No, that's not required because it has that kind of method overloading. Okay, if you want, you can give it, right? Result
Okay.
will come same.
Okay.
And
You can add any. Actually, this is method overloading, right? You can add one, or you can add one in double quotes.
yeah,
All meaning is same. It is designed like that.
that true is Boolean, so don't need
True
to.
is Boolean. That's why I'm telling you. Append
Mhm.
method. First of all, it will convert your true into string. Internally, this code is written.
Mhm. Mhm.
As a programmer, you can pass primitive type.
Yeah.
Okay.
That facility you have. You got the point?
Yeah.
Let's jump to the next. Now we have a method, delete method, right? When you want delete and delete character, as name suggests Manisha, it will delete a character present at particular position, right? But this will delete data starting with this index and end. Start is always included and end is always excluded everywhere, Manisha. General truth
Yes.
in core Java.
Mhm.
So delete will delete some portion of the string and this will delete a character. Fine. Let's see. Like here we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and you want to delete what, Manisha? B
1,
2, 3. Yeah.
and C,
Mhm.
right? C is included, right? Excluded. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
So BC is deleted. You left with A, D, E, F,
Mhm.
and then delete character at. Like here you are not assigning back, Manisha, because it is immutable.
Yes.
No need to assign back. If you assign back, it's fine. It is up to you, but no need to do it.
Mhm.
And here you say delete character at 5, right? But in this we don't have 5. We have only till 3. So exception. A reverse. In string builder we have a reverse method. You see, string builder ABCD, and if you call reverse Manisha, your string will be reverse CBA in the memory, right? And if you want to print it, what you need to do, you have to call SB. When you call SB, SB will call internally which method? To string method.
Mhm.
Forget it?
Yeah.
I told you. Whenever you print the reference of an object, it will call its toString method. Done. So see guys, what is the answer of it? Jamil, you try answer for it, my friend.
So the first it will be give TA a space, and then
Let me tell you, in string we have concat method, concat. What it will do? It will take TA from here,
it
A
will
plus concatenate B. So it will be
yeah,
B space.
a space
You
B.
assign back. Then in TB you have C. So here TA, which is AB, and you are adding TB, right? So it becomes
Okay,
A space B space C.
space C.
After that, now you go ahead and answer to me.
Okay, and then TA replace C with D. So then concat TB to the end. So it will be A B C A B D T B.
What do you say?
A B D
Hmm,
and TP small.
TB means C.
Oh, C. Yeah, C.
Here we are printing TS, which is wrong, right? TS we don't have, it should be TA. So,
Okay.
but it is incorrect, right? You know, you did one mistake, Jamil.
Yeah.
What mistake you did? Look here. When you replace C with D, right? You are not assigning back to it. Are you following me?
Oh my God. Right.
String is immutable, mister. It is not string builder, Jamil.
Oh, that's a thing. Okay.
So here, this line will not put any impact. That you have to pick it, right?
For the
This line
stream
will not do anything.
builder, you don't need to.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For a string builder, his answer is correct. But we are not using string builder over here.
Okay. Okay.
Jamil, your answer should be E
Oh my God.
space B and space C, right?
Okay.
So here it will not replace C with D. It is still it is ABC, right? Then in last you are adding again TB, C. So answer is ABCC. This was the tricky part where you missed. Jamil.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Cool. Question I'm not solving it. Will solve. Oh, then we have array. Okay, guys, I'm just stopping session here. We'll take a break of 7 to 8 minutes. After that, we'll resume it. Okay, because we
Okay.
have learned a lot. Array. So, array is a data structure which holds similar type of data. So, array is a variable which can hold more than one data of same type. You see syntax? Integer square bracket. Are you following me? So we are creating array of integer, and this is the variable. An array of integer can hold multiple values. So here I'm using new, and I'm just mentioning data type and square bracket. So this is the size of the array. Jamil. In this array we'll have three blocks:
Okay.
0, 1, 2. Got it? But here we don't have values, right? So in array, if you don't give any value, it will take default values. You have to remember it.
Yeah, 0,
For
0.
integer, 0, 0. For string, null, null, null. For float, 0, 0.0, 0.
0. Okay.
For Boolean, false, false, false. And you know, in second declaration, I'm creating array, right? As I said, array is object type. So array extend objects, right? So in array, you can apply all the method which is coming from object. Jamil, this is important.
Okay.
Number two inherits all the methods coming from object class. Why? Because array is object type,
Okay.
right? Array is object type means object is the parent of array,
Okay.
right? And here you can put square in many places. Can you see this? Square can come with integer, it can come in between, right? It can come after the variable, it can come space and after, right? So this is many flavor of it. All are correct, right? But here, when you make the reference, right, you cannot give the size over here. This is important. Size you cannot give it, right? Size only you have to give to right side. Got it?
Yeah.
Another, there is many syntax. Okay, first one is this, second one is this, right? And I can show you one more syntax over here. Like here, you can write this also. Jamil, new, right?
A new number.
Integer. Man, this syntax is also valid. Square bracket, right? And here you can give the number. Right? This is also valid. Number equals to curly bracket values, or you can use new int square bracket. Here you can't give the size.
Okay.
No size. If you give size over here, it will give you the error. So this will come by the practice, okay? You can't mug like this. Okay. You see, Mister, here we have mammals array, and mammal has three entry into it: monkey, chimp, and donkey. Hello. In mammal, when you say mammal dot length, actually in array we have a method length. It's not a method; it's attribute. Hello.
Yeah.
If you want to get length of the string, how you can get the length of string? By calling which method?
String done.
You have a method length, right? You can use that method to find what?
The length
Length of the string. So method is s dot len g t h and parenthesis, right? But if you want to get the length of the array, then you can use length attribute. Please remember it. This is the commonly mistake which we do. Got the point? Yeah. So length is 3 and mammal 0, mammal of 0 is monkey, 1 chimp, 2 donkey. Got the point?
Yeah.
And here I am creating new string 6. So if you print the length of it, it will print 6. Make sense? Yeah. Length will always print the size of the array. And length is an attribute of the array, not method. Please remember. Done. And the here, same thing, which is possible, which is not possible. Like here, when you make a array, size is mandatory, man. Code will not compile, right? You can give the size 0 also. 0 means it is a there is an object, right, of the array, but it does not have any size, any block. But you cannot give the negative number, Jamil. You can't make it blank. You can give 0, but you can't give -1. If you give -1, it will give you the exception at runtime. Negative array size exception. You got it?
At
Negative
runtime.
array
At runtime.
at runtime. Exception always comes at times. And this is unchecked exception. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
And here, as I said, if you make array like new int square bracket, so you can't give size over here. Fine. Other thing is fine. There is another popular exception that is called array store exception that you have to understand. Hmm. Mister, you have to understand what is the array store exception when it comes. Jamil,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
you see here I am creating array of string. It is correct? Apple, banana, grapes.
Yeah.
An array of string you can assign to the object type array. Yeah, this is
Okay.
the another reference of object type. You can do that, okay? But you tell me, man, here we have pa, right? It can hold object type. So when you give this, right, it is fine. Hello,
Hello.
the pa array is also pointing to apple, banana, grapes, and pa is also pointing to it. And so pa of 0 can hold a tomato. It is okay, right? Yeah. But here, you know what we are doing? Here I am creating dogs, right? How many dogs? Many dogs, right? And this dog reference can go to the pa object type, right?
Okay.
So basically what I'm trying to tell you is, you see, once you make this pa, Jamil, pa
Mm-hmm.
is a pointing to array of string type, right?
Yes.
But pa is object type. In at compile time, right? You can say pa of 0 equals to 20. You can do it. Yes, you know.
Yeah, we
I'm
can.
trying to, because pi is object type. Object can hold anything. So I'm
Mm.
saying pa of 0, 20. It is allowed, right?
Okay.
But at runtime, it will give you the error. Why? Because compiler does not know about pa. Compiler is thinking pa is object. I can do anything, right? But when you run it, pa is actually pointing to an object of string type. Am I right?
Yeah.
But you assign integer. So if you write this line after object array pa array, it will give you the exception. Which exception? Array
Um.
store exception. So you understand when array store exception comes,
Mm-hmm.
you have array of string, and that array of string you assign to object type, array
Okay.
of object type, right? Then in array of object type, if you assign anything apart from string, right? Compiler will not say anything. Like here, pa0 contains tomato, string, it is fine. But in pa0, when you assign anything apart from string, you assign integer, double character, right? Some other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Compiler will not complain anything. Why? Because pa is object type. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So when you assign array into object type array, please be careful. Because if you add anything apart from apple string, it will give you array store exception.
Okay.
Jamil, you understand cause of
Yeah. Yeah.
array store exception.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Next. Then we have equals method in array. Let's see how. Jamil,
Mm-hmm.
you see here, we have number one and number two. And number one and number two, where we have number one and number two?
What is number two? Okay. Number two is.
Actually, see, number one and number two is array. So when you compare it, right, what you are comparing? Number one and number two you are comparing. Number one and number two, where it is defined. Here, number one and number two is pointing to same object, right? Like,
Yeah.
we have number one. You see there?
Mm-hmm.
This is a common code, okay? Same thing. Forget about it. So we have number, this is all are the four declaration. Can you see this? Only position of square bracket is changed. Jamil.
Yeah.
So all four are same, right? Number one. So in number one, 0, you are assigning 10, 100, then 200, 300, right? Then number one, I am assigning to the another reference, right? So number
Okay.
one and number two, both are pointing to same array. Got it?
Yeah.
Because number two is the another reference type for number one. So number one
Mm-hmm.
and number two reference are true, right?
Yeah.
And if you call the equals method, the number one dot equals number. Number one does not have equals method. So it will take equals method from where? Object class,
Okay.
right? An object class internally equals method does same thing, a reference equality. So
Okay.
for array, double equal and equals method does same job. You should remember it.
Both of them compare the reference, or
Of course, because array type does not have its equals method. So both will compare
the reference.
reference. This is another example of arrays to exception, which we did already. So guys, this is important. Hmm. Jamil and Andy, there would be a question in the interview, in the exam in OCA from this.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have to understand two-string method for array type. Man, array type, array type has two-string method or not? Jamil, answer to me. Answer is yes.
Yes.
Array
Because it's
extend
object.
objects.
Yeah.
Exactly. It can borrow two-string method from object.
Object. Yeah.
Tense. Cool. Here I am just making a bugs, cricket, beetle, and ladybug, and we are creating alias. So you know what happened? Bug and alias will point to the same array. It is correct? Yeah.
Correct.
So now when you say bugs equals alias, you know what we are doing? We are comparing the address.
Yes.
Jamil, we are comparing address, right?
Okay.
Yep. We are comparing the address. So it will return true. But when you print only bug, eh, if you print only bugs, you know what happened?
So print the
Yeah, bugs will,
there.
when you print the bugs, it will call
You.
bugs.toString method. So
Okay.
this is typo. Actually, I want to write box, only bugs, and bugs.toString. Both are same. So you know how it prints? My friend,
Box.
when you print box, it will call toString method, an object toString method for array. Square bracket and L will be appended. Square bracket and L represent array.
Okay.
Jamil. Square bracket and L represent you are printing array. Square bracket means you are printing array,
The
and array
equals.
holds date. Array holds data. L means array holds data object class type.
Okay.
C. I'm sorry. Square bracket left square bracket represent
Array.
Jamil.
Array.
This represent array, right? And L represent class type. My array holds class type data, string type, right? That's fine. After that, it will print a fully qualified up class. You know, fully qualified up class name is package name. So my string is present into which package? Java dot
Line.
line. Following me?
Mm.
After that, dot string. Make sense?
What is the capital L?
Capital L represent my array holds class type.
Oh, okay.
If it is primitive type, then it will be I,
Okay.
right? And then square bracket array L fully qualified class name, then semicolon, then add the rate. And here it will print hexadecimal of hash code. No need to remember it after it. Jamil,
Okay.
at the rate hexadecimal number of hash code. So my friend, when you print the reference of any array, be careful. If you print a reference of any array, it will call is toString method. And toString method, what it will do for the array? Square bracket L if it is object type, then fully qualified class name, semicolon at the rate hexadecimal representation of hash code. Hello?
Yeah.
Then in exam it will say curly bracket open and close hash code, hexadecimal of hash code. So you have to just remember this much.
Okay.
Jamil,
Okay.
if it holds integer, so I can come over here instead of L.
Should be yeah.
That's it. Got the point?
Yes.
So I hope you understand mystery behind toString method of array type.
Well, how to print out the whole array content?
How to print whole array data?
Yeah.
It's just cup of tea, you know it. Use a for loop.
Okay.
No?
Okay, okay.
No method for that.
I see.
If you if you want to print, if you don't want to use for loop, that's your concern. We have one method. Let me tell you.
Okay, okay.
If you don't want to use, we have a class that is called utility class that is called arrays. Actually, this we use always in the projects. Arrays dot
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
array
yeah.
list.
Uh,
Basically, you can convert your array into a list. Then you can print it. It will show you all the values.
uh,
Okay, okay.
So if you want to print your array, whole values without loop, all that, right? Use arrays dot as a list static method and pass this array.
mm,
So this will convert your whole data into list. Are you following me? List
yeah.
of string.
Okay.
And list of string you can easily print it.
Okay.
Mhm. And array is the one of the utility class and present into which package? Java.util package.
Java.lang.
Util.
Utility. Okay.
Yeah, java.util. And done. And here you see, Jamil, I'm creating array with blank length, right? 0, 0, 0, 0, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
After
Okay.
that, in num1 is a reference variable. In num1, I'm copying my num2, right?
Okay.
So num1 will also point to num2. Yes or no? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Okay.
Because you said num2 address. Whatever num2 is pointing, this num2, I copied into num1.
Okay.
This one. So num1 is also pointing. So when you access the element, you know what it will print? You are saying I want to print all the element from num1. Num1 is not a new int anymore. Why?
Yeah,
Because
it's
earlier it was pointing to 000, you replace with num2. So
okay.
it will print all the value of it. 1, colon 2, colon 3, colon 4. Done.
Okay.
Other example, what is this? Array of short. In arrays, we have a short method. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Jamil?
Yeah.
Arrays, we have short method. You
Sort.
can use array dot short. So it will do the short of the element in ascending order.
Uh-huh.
If you want to do descending order, we have method. So no need to know right now.
Okay.
Like here, if you have a string, can you see this?
Yes.
I, and here I am using collection dot short. This is wrong. I don't know why I have written. Okay, I am telling you, short method only works for list. Jamil, we have collections utility class. In collection, we have short method. But this short method works for what? List type.
Just list.
Jamil.
Mm.
And array dot sort works for the array type. This is fine. This is incorrect. I don't know why it is in book or what.
Uh-huh.
You understand my point?
So sort belong to collection or belong
Collection,
to
only collection.
collection?
Short method can take only input for the collection. I don't think it will take array.
So that's
Right?
that's wrong. That
That's wrong. Even
mm,
though it is there, but it's wrong. Right?
okay.
Let me update the PPT. And if you want, I can double check it. Let me try. Before making any conclusion, this is my guess. What I can do is my Eclipse is super slow. I want to use short demo. And here I can use main method, control space bar. There's something wrong with my system. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's too slow. And here I want to make array. Right? And here we have couple of string. First one is Nagindra. Now So here, this is the array. What I said collections. Collection is present in the utility, right? Util package. Dot short. I said it is not applicable for, you know, array type. I said it, right?
Yes.
So I'm right. It's not. So slide is wrong. Right? So this is giving error. So I would like to update it. This is wrong. Code will not compile. Code will not compile since this method is only applicable for list type. I hope it makes sense to you. Code will not compile since this method is only applicable for list. That is correct. I'm going to update this slide. This slide is updated. There is another method that is called binary search. So this is interesting. Binary search, I don't have. This is last for today. Other we'll see next session. You need to know how binary search works. For binary search, I should have a lot of. Okay, this is the binary search regarding array. Where is my binary search? Short method. Hello, let's see.
Okay.
See, actually, what binary search does, let me tell you. Binary search is used to search an element. It may be in the array, it may be in the list. List I will teach you tomorrow. Right? So you need to know how binary search works. Fine. So binary search is used to search an element given in the array or list. Okay. But you need to remember one rule. If you want to use binary search, in that case, your array must be sorted in ascending order. I said something. What I said? If you want to use binary search method, can you see this?
Mhm.
Jamil?
Yes.
I want to say arrays dot binary search. So this is my the array, right? And this thing I want to search.
Okay.
So this is last. Let me make a nice slide for it. Actually, agenda is binary search. You want to do search with string, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
You help me. You help me for that. So you know, I'm just making some fruits,
Okay.
and you can slice like this: the apple, guava, grapes, banana. You know, banana, and one more we can take orange. Yeah. So, binary search is used to search an element. Yeah. How you call binary search? You have to use arrays. Dot method is there, binary search. Hello.
Uh-huh.
In this, you have to pass two parameters. First will be fruits, array. Second will be element which you want to search. Are you following me?
Grapes, yeah. Oh,
You want to search like Rachel, it's fine. You said grapes, so let's see grapes. Fine.
okay.
So like here it will return integer value. Got it?
The index of it, or
Yeah, integer value as a result. So we need to understand how it works. Fine. I said if you want to use binary search, so what is the condition? Right? Condition is array
Sorted.
must be sorted and in ascending order. Are you following me? If it is
okay.
sorted in descending order, in that case you can't predict the result. So what is the output over here? Jamil, your array is sorted ascending order?
We have to
Jamil, I'm
sort it
talking with you.
first.
I'm saying it is sorted?
No,
Not.
not.
Then output is
Uh,
can't say. Right? Yeah, can't predict.
mm,
You got it?
yeah.
Can't predict. Right? Next, what I'm going to do is after that, if you want to sort arrays, you can do arrays dot right sort. It will do lexicographical sorting ascending order by default. So after sorting, you know how your fruits will be in the memory, right? Array, first of all, apple will come, then
Banana,
banana, I guess, banana, then
grapes.
grapes, and last
No, not last. Guava.
grapes and guava and orange. This will be the element position orange. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, after that, you can again use binary search. So here I write result equals to arrays dot binary search, and here you can pass fruits, and if you pass the same thing, right, grapes. So let me tell you how it works. Actually, it it will go and look for the position, right? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
So grapes is present in which position? 0.
1, 2.
You know that this is 0 index. Sorry. And this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So what is the answer over here? Graphs is present in what position?
After we sort it or before?
2.
Two.
I'm sorry. After sorted.
After sorted, yeah.
Yeah, so you
sorted.
have to, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 4, 4, right? It's okay. Still it will be 2. No? Before and after. It's our luck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's luck. But here you can't predict it, right? But here you can say 2. And similarly, you have to try for other one more. Result equals to, I should copy it, arrays dot binary search, and here you pass fruits and grapes, right? Not grapes, sorry, orange. You tell me the output of it, my friend.
Orange.
You are thinking a lot.
4.
It's 4,
4.
right? And after that, this is last. If you search one element which is not there, for example, suppose you are searching uh, jackfruit, okay? Hello,
Yeah.
jackfruit. So tell me, jackfruit is there?
No.
If jackfruit is not there, so it will, you tell me, jackfruit will be inserted at what index?
Inserted? No.
In this jackfruit will be, it is not over there. So if you have to insert it, at what position it will be insert? I think at 4.
Why?
No, I am telling you.
If you sort it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you have to insert,
And sort it
has
out.
to be inserted, so it should go to the at what position?
I think.
It will come after grapes and after guava, right?
Yeah,
It will come to the
between.
4 position. Yeah.
Yeah,
So whatever position you found to be insert, if it is not found, right? It is not there.
yeah.
So you have to check at what position you can fit it. So you found it can be fit at what position?
4.
4. So output will be, you have to use 4, right? And in 4 you just do +1, right? Whatever value is coming, just make a minus and return it. What I said?
Can you say it again?
Mail. You have to find the position where it can be inserted.
Okay.
Position +1, you have to do extra, +1, and just make a minus and return it. The result is -5.
That's, yeah.
Got it?
I get.
We can try for one. Same thing. So here I write here like I write something which should come after OP. Papaya. See, papaya is not. So papaya has to be inserted at what position?
5
5. The
plus
answer
1.
will be 5 plus 1 and
Next.
negative. So
Negative.
answer is my, I hope you got it, right? If element is there, if element is not there.
Yeah.
Fine. So we learned what, how binary search works. Makes sense to you?
Yes.
And you know, arrays present in which package? You have to import
With Java.util.
yeah, import java.utils.arrays. Done.
Okay.
So guys, I just want to confirm, do you have any confusion regarding binary search? It's clear now. You can answer it easily, right? Sorting, you have to see it is sorted or not. That is the most important thing.
If we didn't do the sort before using the binary search, what happened?
I told you, output, you can't see this output.
And the seed is output.
Man, I said output you can't predict. It could be anything.
Okay.
It is the integer value, but you cannot give the guarantee.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the preliminary condition to use binary search. I hope everything is clear to you guys now.
Mm.
Yes. So this is fine for today. So what you need to do is you have